You know, I've been a fan for many years. In fact, back in Joliet, Illinois, where you started, well, not you were in Chicago. You covered a tornado actually that hit probably in the 80s, and I still have that footage. You've seen so much. You're one of the only people who's seen it at a level that you've seen these kind of destructive nature forces. What is it you've seen through the years that maybe only you have seen that others haven't in your covering it?
Well, I wouldn't be so bold as to claim that I've seen what others haven't, but I've seen a lot of these kinds of events, and you know, the wreckage is the wreckage. What to me is more compelling are the human survival stories, and not even when I say human survival, not necessarily, you know, someone being pulled from a window, and although that is dramatic, but just the resilience, the strength of people to figure out how to deal with this horrible card they've been dealt and to live again.
Seeing what you're seeing now, a lot of people are talking that Fort Myers Beach will rebuild and maybe rebuild stronger. In the cases that you've seen in the past, have you seen always people rebuild stronger in the ones that you've seen?
I know it's a conversation. We have done a story, communities that were hit by tornadoes, and how they figure out, you know, that we've got to build, I don't know, better, but wiser, or with the knowledge of what happened before, recognizing that it's always been a dangerous planet. In many ways, you know, the environment is becoming more contentious, or it's probably not the word I'm looking for, but nevertheless, you know, we've got to deal with this changing planet.
Last one, maybe just coming down to Florida. You have a lot of following in Florida, and when you've been in New York for many years. What are you seeing in Florida that most struck your attention this trip down?
I think what struck my attention most was to see the amount of damage that's still here. And you know, we've done some reporting on what's happening with insurance companies. A lot of folks are in disputes over, you know, was it wind damage, was it rain and flood damage, and it's left a lot of structures like this untouched while those cases are litigated. So that was kind of a surprise. I think maybe I was surprised by the number of people who have told me that they never gave a second thought about leaving. You know, even understanding, you know, the climate challenges we're in right now. I mean, people, they love being here, and it's, you know, when you can filter all this out, you know, you get it.
Yes,
there's a lot of reasons to want to be here, but I think that was surprising and probably a little heartening. This sense of, you know, we're not going to be deterred. It's our home, and we're gonna rebuild it and figure it out.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No, just I was, you know, it was nice to be able to do one of these stories and not have it tied to an anniversary.
Okay.
But just, you know, I mean, that's sometimes what happens, and that's, you know, we do that, and I think it's a natural human thing to, you know, 1 year, 10 year, whatever. But we really wanted to get here and tell this story, what recovery looks like, because it's not only meaningful to these communities, but communities across the country that have been hit by natural disasters. You know, we're hoping that some of these stories will resonate with them. When we talk about insurance issues, I'm sure those extend beyond, you know, Florida.
Yep.
So.
Well, I'm going to leave it at that, and I know you have the big, you know, the 6:30. I'll be tuning in.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, you got it, of course.
Appreciate it.